Hey guys, William Murfitt here, and today we're going to be cracking on with this subframe. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I've actually started to strip this subframe. I've been using a sanding wheel on a drill, and it's actually doing a rather nice job, so it's getting quite smooth. I believe the subframe was already stripped of the paint, and then maybe just left for a period of time without being coated in any paint. So it's got quite a thin layer of rust and it's coming off really easy. So maybe need to do something a little bit more abrasive and a little bit more sort of extreme on some patches. But today I'm just going to be trying to crack on and see how much I can do during my sort of half-hour lunch break. Hopefully I can get one tower done, and if I can, continue down here and then along this side. That's the plan, I guess, rather than standing here talking. Let's just crack on. Actually, before I start, I've had a few comments about why am I not getting this shot blasted and powder coated. The reason being is it's deeming quite expensive. I've spoken to a few companies and their quotes were more than what I was wanting to pay. I think a few people have just sort of plucked a cost out of the air just to try and sort of get rid of me. I've gone to a few places where they say they don't do shot blasting anymore. So yeah, if I get halfway through and it's taking forever and I find a company locally that's willing to help me out and for a good price, then by all means I will continue and I'll stop doing what I'm doing. I'll take the stuff down to them, get them sandblasted and hopefully save some time. Alex at the DGSE, he said there's a place in Manchester that does it for about £30. If I can do something about that, that's more than happy. But the cost of me driving to Manchester to drop it off, driving back, then driving back to collect it, it's not really justifiable. So yeah, we'll crack on with this as we are for now, and hopefully things will start to look up in the future. So yeah, let's talk more action. Let's get stuck in.
These mortals have awakened the gods of old. We rise from our slumber to reveal our true power. Focus fire. To strike.
Today I learned a few valuable lessons wherein safety protection is really important. My ears are ringing and my eyes have bits of crap in it, so I need to go inside and wash them. The glasses, as unfashionable as they are, really helped. When I come out here later, I'm going to have to get some ear defenders wherever they may be. They're over there somewhere. Right, so the subframe then. It's been about half an hour. I've managed to get this bit here done, bit on the top done, managed to clean a bit here. I'll just pass you around, done around the back, and then around here as well. So it's okay, it's not the best. I'm actually really struggling to get inside like these grooves, around here and on the edges and up here. So I think that's taking me quite a long time. My arms are vibrating like mad. I think I'm going to have to look into the options of shot blasting again, because it's just not practical. It's just taking far too long. So about half an hour to do that. That's another half an hour to do that. Probably another half an hour there, here. You know, you're talking like 3-4 hours to do one subframe. The back one on this is okay. I'd like to replace it at some point, just to make sure that the whole suspension round is good. Money-wise, is going to be a bit tight because they're quite expensive. But let's think about this. It gives a good job, but does it give the job I want? I don't know, probably not. The finish is okay, but I'm going to have to try and work out how to get that stuff out the grooves. Once that's done, I want to try and weld up the... In fact, once that's done, I want to try and weld along here. And then any sort of join here, down here, I want to try and weld up to make the subframe nice and strong. So it's less chance of it sort of buckling, twisting, breaking, fracturing. I'm not going to be doing any hard driving in this car really, but I just want to try and prolong the life of it as long as possible. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm a little bit frustrated because it's taken so long. I was hoping this would just blitz done half an hour, at least on half of the subframe, and then an hour to do the whole thing. Wouldn't be too bad. But we're talking half an hour for one tower. Not great. So, and I've got to do the upper arms, the lower arms, the tie bars. This is going to be a long, long process. So let's get to the computer, ring a few people, and hopefully I can find a good price that'll be able to do it ideally this weekend or tomorrow. Okay. Right. So following this lunchtime's attempt to try and clean up as much of the subframe as possible, I've kind of got to the point where, is it really justifiable to spend so long cleaning something that doesn't really need cleaning? I could quite easily fit this to the car without cleaning all the crap of it, without painting it, without doing any of that, because at the end of the day, everything that needs to be done is actually in the bearings and the suspension rubbers, etc. So this is really just for aesthetics. However, because I want the car to be a good condition and to last as long as possible, I've been on the phone to a few people today. Some prices have had it extortionate. They're just completely unjustifiable. I'm going down to see a guy now. Hopefully he will be the guy to do the job and hopefully to give me a good price. So yeah, let's get down the road and speak to these guys. Okay, so having put a post out onto social media, I had some really good responses. People coming and saying they recommend these guys, people saying these guys. Some places I called up after having recommendations. Turns out they no longer are in business, or they're no longer doing powder coating and shot blasting. But I had a recommendation from a good friend of ours who had his garden gates done. There's a relatively new company just outside of the town I'm in. And they asked me to asked me to send some pictures over to them, but actually drove down to see them instead. But I like meeting people in person. It's good to hear the stories and whatnot. So yeah, I went down there. I saw the stuff they've been doing. I saw a few of the examples of their work. Met the two guys working there, and really like the guys. And they've given me a really good price. So they are going to be so they're going to be taking So they've taken my subframe, the lower arm, upper arm, and tie bar, and also the trumpet for the cone, and they're going to be shot blasting them for me. The work will be hopefully filmed by these guys. I've asked them if they can take some video footage and also some pictures along the way. Obviously they're really busy, they're trying to run a business, so I appreciate the fact that it's not going to be that easy for them, but they managed to fit me in, and hopefully it'll be ready for tomorrow. So the subframe rebuild will be happening a lot quicker than I'd hoped, especially after spending half an hour with a drill cleaning up the tower.
A bit of a wasted effort, but at least I give it a go. If it had cleaned up quicker, it wouldn't have been an issue, but I couldn't get into the nooks and crannies, and I want it to be sort of a really good job, and I didn't want to have to try and revisit this at a later date or anytime soon. So that's the end of today's video. Tomorrow I'm hopefully going to pick it up and I'll be doing another video, but I'll probably leave that and see how I get on with uploading that. I don't want to just go drive down there, pick it up and drive back, bit of a boring video. So I want to try and get a few bits and pieces done for you guys. But we are making progress. The subframe has been delivered, which is great, and now I'm stuck in traffic. I hate traffic. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be going down there to do some filming and see how we get on. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. If you have enjoyed it, please click the thumbs up button, leave a comment below as well, and if you can, subscribe to the channel. I've got loads of things in the pipeline to be doing. If you do subscribe, you won't miss out. There we go. So I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.